Hey guys, it's me, Britt. I just wanted to come on and share a few things that have been on my mind and just speak on a topic that's probably a little bit more sensitive than most topics. Um, I just wanted to come on here and just share, and let others know that they're not alone and that it's okay to share your story and not keep quiet about it. My point really is just to bring awareness to this and um, have parents really be more aware of who is around your children. So, the topic that I want to speak on is sexual abuse that happens to children. Um, not just children. I mean, it happens to men and women every day as we're adults. I wanted to speak on being a child because I was a child and also had these incidents happen to me. And it wasn't just sexual abuse, it was physical abuse. And I just want others to know that just because someone is nice to you and your children does not mean that they are a fit babysitter or that they are to be trusted around your kids alone. And the main people who are the abusers are close family members or just close friends of the family. And I just want to share this and let other people know, like I said, you're not alone. It's okay to speak out. I wanted to share a little bit of my story, and I hope that it is I hope me sharing it helps other people and let you guys know that it's okay that this happened. It's okay, and just turn it to not let it affect you in a bad way, negative in your life. As hard as it is, try to turn those things into positive outlooks on your life, and look back and tell yourself now that you can speak up now. You can say something now if this has happened to you as a child. I just wanted to go a little bit more into depth. When I was 4 and 5, between the ages of 4 and 6, I had incidents happen to me that were ongoing. It wasn't just a one-time thing. It was ongoing, and they were also by close family members that sexually abused me. People that my mom trusted to be around us, and they were not a good fit for me and my sister. They were not a good fit to be close to us or just around children, period. And I'm not sure if anything legally was ever done to those people. I know that I never got counseling or therapy for it, and later on in life it did affect me. And as a kid, I didn't speak out and say very much on what exactly happened. Until this day, I still keep a lot of those details to myself. At the age of 14, I was I was just very inappropriately touched on also more than one occasion. This was just inappropriate touching. When I was 4 and 5, I was actually molested. So I wanted to just share these things, that whether it's sexual abuse that goes on, or if it's just an uncomfortable touch or an uncomfortable conversation from an adult to a child, that's still not right. That's still not okay. And that it's okay to speak on these things. And when I was 14, it was also a very close family member that I trusted. And nothing legally was ever done to these people that I am aware of. So I just wanted to come on and share. And now that I'm a grown-up and I have 2 kids of my own, I am trying to take precautions on who's around my kids, who I trust around my kids, and listening to my children. And I'm also teaching my kids, what's right and what's not okay. If they feel that something's not right, to speak out and say something, that I would never get upset. If one of my children were to come to me and tell me something. And I think that's the number one thing as a parent, is putting yourself in your kids' shoes and understanding that to them, they're so small, they're so little, they have small voices, and we're so big and like monstrous to kids at times. And, they don't want to speak up and say, what has gone on with them, or what's happened, or is anyone going to believe them? And if this has happened to you as a child, you can definitely sympathize that you feel that exact same way, because I know I did as a kid. I didn't say anything because I thought no one's going to believe me, or how no one's going to believe the fact that the person that did this to me, that they would even be capable of doing those kind of things. And it took me a long time to reach out and to know that, hey, these things do affect me. They do affect me, and my feelings matter, and my voice matters just as much as anybody else's. And that's really why I want to do this, is to let other people know that you are not alone. You're not alone. And it's okay to get help and share your story. Like I said, when I was 14, it was a very inappropriate touching that happened on more than one occasion. And for the longest time after that, I thought, I'm okay. I'm just not going to say anything, and I'll get over it. And somehow it's so sad that victims of victims of sexual abuse always tend to put the blames on themselves. Maybe if I didn't say something, or maybe if I didn't act a certain way, or it's my fault for these things happening to me. And I just want to say that it's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. And nobody should ever make someone else feel the need that they have to keep quiet of their true feelings, or that they have to stay quiet and can't speak up. And for most of my early 20s, and even as a teenager, I stayed quiet about a lot of things. And I thought, those things were never going to affect me. And the older I got, the more I started to notice that I was being affected. At the age of starting at 19 years old, I started to deprive myself of food. And I was 155 pounds in high school, and I got down to 115 pounds. And that was not healthy. I did not do that in a healthy way. And after my first child, I even got down to 106 pounds. And I started to notice, okay, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I starving myself? Why am I addicted to diet pills? Why am I taking laxatives constantly through the day just so that I would flush any food that I ate out? I was definitely a drinker. I was a partier. I partied. I just didn't care. I was very careless. And, it goes back to what is the root of all of this? Where's all of this coming from? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I treating myself this way? And it took me a long time to reach out and get help and speak out onto what has happened in my life, and talk to someone on what has happened in my life, and to know that none of those things were never my fault. They were never my fault. And now that I'm older, now that I can speak up, I can say something, I can speak and share my story with other people, because I know that there's people out there who haven't said anything. And it's very sad, because as a mom now, I'm so overprotective of who's around my children. I deal with these things on a daily basis, and I'm now healthy with eating. I eat like the average person should eat, and I work out. And instead of starving myself and being addicted to diet pills, I just want to share, these things do affect you. They do affect you, and I want to say, you're not alone. Get help. Get help. You're not alone. It's okay to speak out. It started in my early 20s is when I started really being affected by these things. And I started to know it's not okay, and now that I'm a healthy person, and now I want to share and help other people, that it's okay that these things happen to you. And now that you're older, it's okay to speak out. I do have, these things, like I said, they do affect you. They do, whether you think you have them under control or not, they do affect you. And they may not affect you at the minute that that the incident happens, they may affect you 20 years from now, or it may affect you when you get older and you know you're a grandparent. It may affect you as soon as it happens. And like I said, I was a kid when these things happen, and I just didn't understand, like, why would someone do something like that to a small child? Why would they do that and, you know, break their innocence or hurt them with words? That's not okay. Those things are not okay. And I just want other parents, moms especially, don't trust all these guys with your kids. And, you know, men too, don't trust every single woman that you come across or that you date with your children. It's not okay. That's not normal. That's not okay to just dump your kids off somewhere because you want to go out, or, you know, you're tired. And that's one thing that, you know, I feel that I overdo it sometimes. I'm so careful and so cautious of who is around my kids, and I probably overdo it. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay that I overdo it, because I know I want to try and protect my kids for as long as I can. And when they're small children, that is your job. Little kids sometimes they don't speak out. They're so scared they don't speak out, and that's your job, is to protect your children. As a mother, as a father, protect your kids of who is around your children. And I just wanted to come out and say that I'm okay now. I'm an adult. These things do still affect me at times. I do get emotional sometimes for no reason, or if I just sit there and something triggers and it pops into my head, I do get emotional about these things. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to cry about it. It's okay to talk about it. And now that I'm older, I want others to know that you're not alone. And so I just wanted to come on and share, and I hope that this video helps or helped someone. So thank you for listening, guys.